Greetings everyone, this is Alt Lexington on Tuesday the 17th of July 2018 and I'm about to play the Gamma Quadrant episode Doomed to Repeat to continue my series of playing through the Gamma Quadrant episodes. I'm not using my regular main character, which is an engineer. Instead I'm using this character, a tactical federation. I'm flying a S.T.O class with a cannon turret build and a couple of torps for the Herc. It's a rapid fire build, which isn't ideal for fighting the Herc, but what the hell, it's fun. So let's get straight into it, shall we? We'll hail for the episode. There it is. This is part 4, so it's the 4th episode. And hail.
Odo's found something intriguing in the Masan system. Something the Founders want no one to know about, even one of their own. That certainly piques my curiosity. I'll meet you in the Masan system. Odo wants to travel incognito this time. I trust you'll be able to deliver him and that surly Jem'Hadar bodyguard of his to the Masan system intact. One more thing. I've taken the liberty of informing Captain Kira, and she'll be joining us as well. After the Karema incident, she's taken a personal interest in high-level Dominion activity, particularly where Ambassador Odo is involved.
Okay, so Odo is bringing his bodyguard, that Jem'Hadar that he tried to raise on Deep Space Nine and couldn't control. And the reward we get from this is a kit module, because the others are just standard rewards. Fakiri Chaos Blaze. I don't know what that's about. What does it do? It's an area of effect damage. It generates a patch of fire at the target's location. 13.2 fire damage each second, 50% shield penetration. Foes caught in initial blast confused for 3 seconds. It doesn't seem that great, but who knows? I'm never very good at reading ground stuff. Anyway, we'll accept that mission. Ooh, be seeing you. He sounds like character in Babylon 5, really, than Star Trek when he says that. He sounds like a telepath working for Psychor. Like Chekhov's character in Babylon 5, Bester. Anyway, it wants us to go to a system over here, so let's go there. Yep, this is my S.T.O class. It's not built for multi-vector assault mode, and it's not built for fighting the Herc, really, because it's a cannon rapid fire build, and it's a little squishy, but it's fun. And this character isn't as powerful as my main because I haven't invested as much into this character. But she's going places. She's getting some okay DPS when I build her better than this. But she's not really about that. Not about DPS, more about fun. I got bored of the DPS thing. Well, I'm not going to hit Slipstream. I'll just go there slowly and prepare my mind for this episode. I've played these episodes a few times before on other characters, but I've just F-clicked my way through them, really. I haven't properly experienced the storyline, so I know sort of what to expect. Almost there. I'm enjoying this new content. It's pretty damn good. Although the Herc aren't the only bugs, but then that's because it's just new content. It takes a while to iron out the bugs. But this Herc thing, it reminds me of Starship Troopers fighting all these bugs. getting there. What's it? How's it pronounced? Masan system. Right, begin Doom to repeat. You can pause on this if you want to read it, but I'm just going straight in. Doom to repeat sounds a bit ominous, like one of those episodes where you keep getting died and you have to try again and again to win.
Station here. It's very old and very well concealed, even from Vorta and Jem'Hadar. From what I can tell, the Founders studied alien life here, including the Herc. We may be able to recover useful tactical data on them from the station's computers.
Were you expecting those Dominion ships out there?
No, and that concerns me. This is supposed to be an abandoned facility. Take us into comms range and open a hailing frequency. Let me do the talking. I should be able to make any Vorta or Jem'Hadar fall into line if things get difficult.
One moment, he says take us into comms range. Is he on board our ship?
So far so good. They're not targeting us.
Yeah, he seems to not have bought his own ship. He seems to be with us. That's why he wants us to fly in, so he hasn't got his own ship to fly in with. Okay.
Entering the Dominion systems without authorization has become a bad habit of yours, one I have grown weary of. You've shown a singular talent for annihilating the Herc. I suggest you return to that, before my patience with your insolence expires.
Insolence? You speak as if I'm one of your subjects. Noted. The ambassador has something to add.
There's no need for this posturing, Founder. We're here on official business under my authority.
Odo, it seems to be a day for defiance and bad habits.
Her voice has changed.
You do not have the authority to grant access to this system. It is restricted to all but those of the highest level, a level you do not possess. Now then, I suggest you leave immediately.
We're not going anywhere, Founder.
Fire to disable. Odo must not be harmed.
Well, that was easy.
Dominion forces. This is Councillor Garrick aboard the Tane. Cease hostilities. Consider that your first and only warning.
We must protect the Founder. All ships, disengage!
Whoa, Garrick's the saving grace.
You certainly know how to make my days more interesting. An ancient Dominion research facility, guarded by the leader of the Founders? A cloaked fleet pales in comparison, but it's the best I can add to the mix.
Adding Garrick to Deep Space Nine was a masterstroke by the Star Trek writers. I think his character is brilliant. Glad you could make it, Garrick.
I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
I like to moan a lot about Garrick.
The Founder was willing to fire on one of her own speaks volumes on this station's worth. I look forward to discovering its secrets.
Yes, as we look forward to discovering all of yours.
Since when does the Founder stand guard duty, Odo?
She doesn't. Let's find out what she's hiding.
We don't have a lot of time. We may have held off the Founder for now, but she'll be back, and she'll bring friends. Let's get down there and find what we came here for, before every Jem'Hadar in the Quadrant shows up.
Yeah, let's get moving.
I couldn't agree more, Captain. Why don't you and the Ambassador join the away team while I remain on guard with my fleet?
Thought you wanted to find some secrets, Garrick.
On any other day, I'd be the first to beam down. However, after the Karema incident, I believe both the Captain and the Ambassador need to discover the truth of this station together. Call it a trust-building exercise.
That's diplomatic of you, Garrick. So, we got to approach the station and beam down. Because I wasn't quite close enough. I love the way this ship looks when
Captain
it moves.
Kira makes a good point. Let's get this over with before it gets even more complicated than it already is.
Beam down. So I've got a pretty basic away team. They're not special characters or bridge officers or anything. They've got no real good traits. I've got the Jem'Hadar that came free, the Kabali that came free, and 2 standard officers that I got when I first created this character. And their gear isn't that good either, neither is mine. But
Looks like the station's running on auxiliary power.
this isn't
We've
the
got
main character.
life support, basic lighting, not much else. If we're gonna get anything useful out of this relic, we'll need to get the main power back online.
Agreed.
Stay vigilant. We have no idea what to expect here.
I chose to play these episodes with this character because it's the kind of character that most players would probably have. It wouldn't be one of those super expensive, well invested characters. With all the fancy gear, this one hasn't got any of that. So we've got to... I know basically what to do from F-clicking my way through these episodes before, but today I'll play it for the storyline.
Well done. Main power is back online. We'll be able to access other systems, including the data core. Let's find an access console and see what's in there. Hopefully the data files aren't corrupted beyond repair.
Odo seems like he's getting old now and a bit tired of all of this constant adventuring. He's sounding like an older and wiser and a bit worn out. Activate the servers. That rock must be airtight. There's a lot of storyline on these consoles, I believe, if I remember, that I just bypassed last time I played. With the F key, now I'm going to actually listen to what it has to say.
This terminal is in poor shape. None of the files are accessible. Considering their age, I'm not terribly surprised. The Founders wouldn't keep a place like this hidden to protect dust and broken files. Let's check all the data terminals and consoles in the area. That one over there looks reasonably intact.
Then let's check it out, Odo.
Research Report 4121.63, Dominion Reckoning. My fellow Founders, the Mesan Research Station is fully operational. As we continue to add worlds to our sphere of influence, our studies of xenobiology become more important. We must know all we can of both friend and foe. We need every advantage we can find if we are to achieve true dominion.
Yes, nothing like good conquest.
Our Premier project is underway. You'll recall the recently discovered race of tree dwellers, hunted as we once were.
Porter.
Genetic engineering of these solids has produced considerable results. Their intelligence has increased by a factor of 3 so far. We predict the species will be the first of many loyal servitors and vassals.
Yes, that would be the Vorta I think they're talking about.
She's talking about the Vorta.
Yep.
The date she gave was nearly 2,000 years ago, not long after the Dominion was founded. This facility's older than we thought. Much older.
I thought, according to the TV show, the Dominion wasn't 2,000 years old, it was 10,000 years. But then the Dominion are good at propaganda and making themselves seem older than they are. Let's try this one.
Research Report 4653.15, Dominion Reckoning. Our scouts have discovered an interesting species of solids at the edge of the Dominion. They are a species of sentient insectoids that live primarily underground. We may not have detected them were it not for a thorough geological scan.
That sounds like the Herc.
Initial studies have revealed that these solids are based on germanium. I've attached bioscan data we collected on them for your review. I've dispatched a research unit to study these borrowers further. They may be just what we need for the military initiative.
When she says for your review, is she referring to the Great Link? Or the higher-ups in the Dominion? Or is she referring to another puppet master?
Burrowing sentient insectoids. Germanium-based. She must be talking about the Herc. Judging by the date, the Founders made first contact with the Herc nearly 2,000 years ago.
Let's see if we can find out more data. Okay, we'll go this way now. We accessed 3 consoles in that room, but only 2 have showed up. Maybe it's because one of them was broken. So which one first? Let's go to the big one first.
Research report, Dominion date 7021.27. More data has arrived on the cadre species 484 designation, Burrows. Their world's unusual orbital path has taken it out of the habitable zone. As a result, the burrowers have retreated underground and entered a state of hibernation.
Species 484, that sounds like a Borg designation.
While dormant, a smaller servitor race tends to the burrows. They also maintain their shared habitat and technology. I've instructed the field team to take advantage of their dormancy period, and they are now conducting aggressive studies of these intriguing solids.
I wonder, because the designation sounded like a Borg designation, I wonder, it makes me think, can a changeling be assimilated with Borg nanites and technology?
My team initiated first contact protocols with the borrowers prior to their mass dormancy. They found them to be friendly and intelligent, if not willful. We've identified a common element in their food supply. Manipulation of this element may prove useful in subjugating them.
Yeah, it makes me think, can a changeling be assimilated? I mean, species 8472 can be assimilated and they're shapeshifters, but these are more, changelings are more liquid shapeshifters. I wonder, can nanobots assimilate them? Intelligent? Friendly?
Unbelievable. It sounds like the Founders made first contact with the Herc in order to find a way to conquer them. It's like Quark says, the bigger the smile, the sharper the knife.
Let's keep searching. She quoted Quark. Where is she? There she is. She quoted Quark. Who'd have thunk it?
Research report 7903.01, Dominion Reckoning. Cadre species 468, designation Jem'Hadar, is a massive success. They will be the strong arm of our Dominion, guided by our cunning, brilliant Vorta. The toil of these vassals will allow us to spend more time in the link with those we hold most dear.
The first mention of the Jem'Hadar. She sounds so proud.
The birth of the Jem'Hadar, as seen through a Founder's eyes. Interesting. No mention of the Herc, however. Their designation number was lower than ours. They were our predecessors. Perhaps something went wrong? Something that led the Founders to reject and abandon them for a different species. Us.
Let's find out in the next console. I'm glad there's a voice actor going through all of this. I'd hate to be reading it.
Research report Dominion date 8183.67. The burrowers have emerged once again, and in a hostile state. They have taken to the stars, moving from sector to sector, attacking anyone that crosses their path. Their goal is not one of conquest, but of consumption. They leave nothing but dead worlds in their wake.
Yeah, you pushed them to it.
Though we do not understand their newfound savagery, We have found a use for it. When the burrowers set their sights on a world, we offer the inhabitants a choice. Those that submit to our Dominion rule are defended by the Jem'Hadar. Those that don't serve as an object lesson to others.
Yes, like that world that was infected with a disease that Bashir was able to cure or inoculate against. What did they call that disease? I can't remember. We've seen that tactic before.
So, the Founders have been using the Herc to manipulate others for some time now. Bend the knee to the Dominion, or we'll stand back and let them ravage your world. Only now something's different. Something's changed. They can't keep the Herc in line with the Jem'Hadar anymore. And we're all paying the price.
Yes, why are the Herc suddenly more powerful? Okay, let's find another console.
Research Report 8532.38. Our scouts have returned from a wormhole expedition. The solid races on the other side are primitive and unremarkable, save for one. They are called Klingons, and show a singular talent for violence, one that rivals our own Jem'Hadar. Left unchecked, these savage creatures could become dangerous enemies.
Oh, is this referring to the Herc invasion of the Klingon Empire? Before it was an empire.
While the Klingons are too willful to subjugate, their genetic material could produce viable cohorts to the Jem'Hadar, or their replacements. We have begun development of a new cadre species, designation Thakiri, using demons from Klingon folklore for inspiration. As with Jem'Hadar, we have bound them to our service with the White. We will test them in combat on the Klingons themselves. Research Report Supplemental Entry 8671.71, Dominion Reckoning. Somehow the Vakari have broken the hold of the White and turned on their rightful masters. Most of our research team were killed. Intelligence reports suggest a union between the Vakari and a Klingon warlord known as Mullah. Perhaps this will lead to a state of mutually assured destruction on Quonos. One can only hope.
Rightful masters? You're not rightful masters of the Thakiri. And Molar, isn't that Kalus's brother or something? The original Kalus? I'm not sure.
So it would seem. Only they lost control of them, despite the use of Ketracel White. Based on what we know about Thakiri, it seems the price they paid for their freedom was insanity. They became the monsters they were based on.
Unfortunately for all concerned. So the Herc, the Thakiri and the Jem'Hadar all have been manipulated by the Founders and the Vorta. They're all victims of changelings.
Research Report 9076.23. Final entry. I am weary. Soon I'll return to the Great Link, and I will be glad to be rid of this place. The borrowers have emerged again. We can barely control them this time. The Jem'Hadar were able to divert their onslaught at great cost. Rather than counterattack, they went through the wormhole to seek easier prey. Our agents in the other quadrants report that the burrow assault was a sweeping one, going as far as Kronos. Hopefully they'll devour every atom of that wretched planet. The burrowers will eventually return to dormancy. Strangely, it appears that some of their forces intend on remaining in the other quadrants. It seems they have a long-term goal. galactic devastation.
They steered the Herc into other quadrants.
Yes. They knew the Herc problem was getting worse even then. Instead of preparing or seeking allies, they expanded the Dominion. And when the Herc re-emerged, they tried to deal with it on their own, and failed. Their arrogance may lead to the end of the Dominion. We need to get this data to the Alliance, all of it, even the damaged and corrupted files. There has to be information we can use in here.
Agreed.
I'm picking up something on my tricorder. There was a massive power spike on a lower deck, and now I'm reading a large number of systems cycling up. Something's happening down there.
We should investigate this.
Agreed. Take your team and Captain Kira down to investigate. I'll remain here and pull as much of the data as possible. We won't get another chance at this.
Also protect Dominion secrets, Odo? This implies that the Dominion knew about the wormhole long before the Bajorans ever found it, or the Federation. Long before S.T.O found it. They knew about it thousands of years ago, so why did they never go through the wormhole? Probably because they feared the Herc, even though the Herc had been dealt with back then. Head to the lower level. Which elevator? It's not that one. It could be that one, I suspect. Yep, that's the elevator. The lift. The turbo lift.
We must be close to the core. Hope we don't have to leave in a hurry. There's no way our ships can lock onto us down here with transporters.
Not an optimal exit strategy.
Tell me about it. Let's stay focused on the mission. Now that we're closer to the signal, I'm getting better readings on my tricorder. I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure everything that came online down here has some sort of medical purpose.
Is there something else on your mind?
I'm still uncertain about Odo. I need to be sure he's still not a part of all this.
What are your concerns, Captain?
The Odo I knew wouldn't have risked Bajor like that. This Odo seems arrogant and reckless, even dangerous.
We'll keep an eye on him after we regroup. The immersion in this episode is pretty good. I feel like I'm part of the Deep Space Nine gang. I mean, Kira sounds like she's actually talking with the player and not just reciting lines. Cool. A lot of female Herc there. I mean, sorry, for Kiri. You really notice the boobs. Examine stasis pod.
Well, that answers one question. These are medical stasis pods. Judging by what we heard upstairs, I think the occupants are Fakiri.
Bad news.
It gets worse. I'm picking up life signs ahead. I'll bet some of the stasis pods down here have opened. From what we know about the Fakiri, they probably won't be happy to see us.
Yes, how did that power surge begin? Did somebody trigger it? Is there another enemy here waking up these creatures to kill us? Ready weapons, stay alert.
Worf and Martok need to see this.
The whole universe needs to know about this Dominion secret place. It's like their Area 51 or something. Look at how the frosted window distorts the Herc's smile. That's a good effect. Sorry, not the Herc, the Fakiri. I keep getting them mixed up. Alright, so let's continue deeper into wherever we're going. Hang on a minute. All those life signs there in the big circle. Are we missing something? I'm not sure. Ah, we turned that way, that's good. We're back on track, yeah. I got confused, the map layout looked a bit odd. So, this is where we get attacked, I suppose. Oh, big tanks of Ketracel White, I suppose.
I'm picking up traces of Ketracel White in these tanks. The Dominion probably manufactured it here to keep the Fakiri in line, and took it with them when they left the facility. So, we have a station full of angry Fakiri with no way to pacify them.
We should keep moving. Yeah, you know they're Ketracel White tanks because they always look the same. Wherever we go, I remember them from the episode's second wave, I believe it was. I'm not sure. One of those
We've got
episodes.
company, and they don't look friendly.
I see them. Ah, Jem'Hadar just saved me from this one lying here.
We're lucky there were only a few of them. I don't want to be around if all of these Fakiri wake up. Let's see if we can find some way to keep the rest of these pods from opening.
Very well. Since you seem to think you're in charge, Kira, even though you're a captain and I'm an admiral. Any more, you scumbags? No loot drop. Wow.
By the prophets.
More Fakiri on their way, obviously. Oh, there's one out there.
More incoming. We need an exit.
Oh, Kira got him.
Fast.
Whoa, look, it's one of Q's dancers. Back away. Buys you more shots.
Odo to Kira. We're on our way to assist you.
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
Any more? Down there. Slave Master. Oh no! It's a
Maurice,
chieftain.
are you...
Damn! Damn, this is not fair! How dare you!
I'll manage. Let's get out of here while we can.
Victory is life.
So is Raptogino, but I don't say it every 5 seconds.
I was thinking that when I first played through these on another character. I was thinking he was saying that a lot. That phrase was being said a lot. Right, the one left is that big one. Ah, I can't get a shot on him. I haven't had much trouble defeating him on other characters, but this character tends to... Oh well. Somebody already took care of most of him. Right, so have we got all the loot? Yeah.
I think we've worn out our welcome. Garrick informs me that a number of unidentified vessels are emerging from hidden bays throughout the station. To make matters worse, the Herc have arrived. They're beginning to assault the station as we speak, and I don't need to tell you how that will end. It's time to leave.
Yeah, that Chieftain Fakiri guy, I think I got pretty lucky this time round fighting him, because most of his health was taken by my sidekicks here, so I didn't have to do much fighting with him like I did on other characters. But then on other characters I didn't have much trouble. I'd just target him and then back away while shooting, and back away all over the place until he runs out of health. Let's head back up then. But in the last few matches I played when I fought him, there was a blue loot drop. Blue rare loot drop, but not this time obviously. So we head back up. And we'll be attacked all the way.
Looks like the Herc followed us down here.
Yep, they're down there if I remember rightly. And I'm going round the side.
Wonder what they
Try and get a shot on them. Out of range. That gives me time to buff up. And I missed my shot there. Get out of that yellow thing. Can't get a shot on him. Well, that ruined all my buff time because I couldn't get a shot. Now how come I can't hit him from here? My sidekicks seem to be doing most of the damage. I'm getting lucky.
Keep moving. We're almost there.
Splat! Come on, splat! No.
Odo, look out!
Oh, he's hyped up on white. That'll make him smarter. He's got his fix. And it's made him...
Hold your fire. I think it's trying to communicate.
Smarter.
You might be right. Listen.
That reminds me of the movie Ted 2, where they're at the
insane?
sperm bank. Disgusting. Ooh, that was a freak.
I'm relieved to see you well. It's fortunate we arrived when we did. A moment later, and that creature would have attacked the Founder.
Yes, but fortunately for you, you were able to shoot him and hide all your secrets before they were spilled. The situation was under control, you moron!
Odo wasn't in any danger, Wayun. That Herc was peaceful. It was trying to communicate with us.
Yes, it had its fix, so it was no longer angry.
That's your opinion. Mine is that a Founder was in danger of being attacked by a member of an aggressive species. My duty was clear, as is my conscience. We're wasting time here, Captain. The station is on the verge of being overrun by the Herc. If you want to communicate with them some more, you're free to do so, but I recommend we leave immediately.
In other words, get out of our secret place before you find out any more secrets. And now he runs behind me and expects me to protect him. What's in there? Something to scan. Yep, as Starfleet officers, we love to scan things, and we got our fix. What's this? It's anti-grav, whatever it is. Yep, this Starfleet officer has got her fix now. She scanned something. So she should be as hocked up as a Herc on white. You've got to go in order to fight. Come on, target. There we go. Yep, just mindlessly spam your gun everywhere and hope something dies as a result. I hit a hypo then, just in case. Didn't really need it, but what the hell. There's more. Damn. I hate those effects. Whatever happened to a good old gunfight without all this sciencey crap? And I said that just as my science officer used sciencey crap to take down a big enemy. Not so crap after all. Okay, return to the turbo lift. Just check for a bit of loot just in case. No. Wei Yung, stop hiding by the doorway and come and help fight. What's this? Ah, it's a Houdini. I like those Houdinis. I'm glad they included them. Very useful.
Once we return to the upper levels, we will be able to beam up and leave this place. Are you ready to return?
Yes, but let's leave Wei Yung behind in one of those stasis chambers and mark it to do not open till the year 10,000. Ah, they'll just clone another one of him.
Glad you could join us. As you can see, the situation here has become rather combustible. The Herc I recognize, of course, but our other opponents remain a mystery. Some new type of Dominion attack craft, perhaps?
No, not new, old. They're the Fakiri, and I remember this from previous character playthroughs where you have to go for the big Fakiri ships.
Fakiri? The monsters from stories that keep naughty Klingon children in line? I'm intrigued. Be sure to fill me in once we've managed to get out of the skirmish intact.
Right.
I remember Mr. Worf mentioning the Fakiri once.
There's a big Fakiri ship.
I'm beginning to see why they concerned him.
Let's see if we can take him out. Get in range. Spam that spacebar. I'm gonna die here. I can see it happening. Quite a lot. Oh, I couldn't rock and roll there. I'm watching my tools more than I am the action to see which ones are coming out of cooldown. Alright, that's one big ship down. Let's try and survive long enough to get out of the way. No, couldn't do it. Oh well, as soon as I remembered what this battle was about when we beamed up, I realised and expected to die. I remembered this is a death zone where you won't be able to complete the episode until you've died a few times. Right, let's find the other big Fakiri ship. It would be around the other side. There's another big one here somewhere. I don't see it though. There it is. Up in there somewhere. There, we've got it. We've got it lined up. Do rock and roll early. Don't know what this does, but click it anyway. Right, launch! Now turn and see if we can line up on its shields, its weakened shields. There, we got it. That's the second one down. That's the two big targets down anyway. Trying to heal a little. Oh, I got an accolade. Nice! Why am I aiming for the small ones? I shouldn't be auto-targeting. Cutscene, that means it's over, I believe. No? Oh no.
Just as the Fakiri are warping out.
The Fakiri have had enough.
Looks like the Fakiri are pursuing the better part of valor. Can't say I blame them. There's a lot of Herc out there.
Indeed. I sound like Tilk whenever I say indeed. Tilk from Stargate SG-1.
The Herc seem to be distracted. There's something about the station that's holding their attention.
Yes, I suspect it's that little box.
Of this.
That anti-grav box.
Are you suggesting we attack? While it's true we have the advantage, for now, I don't think we'll hold it for long once we start blowing them apart. We have what we came for. If the Herc want to gnaw on an asteroid while we make a hasty exit, I believe we should let them enjoy their meal in peace.
Agreed.
Very well. We'll deal with the Herc later. For now, let's get back so we can analyze the research data we found here. Whenever you're ready.
Not yet. We got a little bit of loot to pick up. Is that all the loot? Yep. Now we can return to Deep Space Nine.
We'll deal with the Herc later.
We should leave.
For now, let's get back so we can analyze the research data we found here. Whenever you're ready.
I'm not wasting time. Picking up loot is never a waste of time, especially in this game. You need all the loot you can get, even if you're just going to sell it. Okay, Odo, let's depart.
You are wasting time. We should leave.
He said it again, cheeky sod. I hope he dies. I already know he does. Oops, spoiler. Hail command. I thought we were going back to Deep Space Nine.
The Founders never disappoint, do they? Learning their role in the creation of Klingon mythology was alarming, to say the least. I can't help but wonder what other secrets we'll learn once those ancient data files are restored. I'm afraid I have bad news to share. I reviewed your encounter with that peaceful Herc, and my universal translator analysis is clear. It was trying to communicate. It was asking for help. One thing is certain. The Founders won't forget our act of defiance. We should all be on guard from now on. Our uneasy peace with the Dominion could unravel all too soon.
It sounds like the Herc go mad when they're not on Ketracel White, but they'd rather be mad than be controlled by the Ketracel White. They'd rather be mad than be subject to the Founders. So we accept our reward. Have a look at it. There it is. Universal Kit Module Fakiri Chaos Blaze. I wonder, should I put that on to my character for when I play the next episode in the next video? Should I replace any of these? What's this? Stealth module? I wonder will it replace that? Yeah. Well, we can try that out in the next episode. But for now, the next episode, that will be Quark's Lucky 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this was part 4. The next video will be part 5, where we'll play Quark's Lucky 7. And I already know I loved that episode. But for now, this is Old Lexington, having played Doom to Repeat and thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll be seeing you next time. Bye!